Are you a big fan of anime where the MC is a badass summoner? Would you like to know about some of the most popular summoner MCs in anime? Well, you're in luck, as this is a place to come to find out. Welcome back to Comet's Top 5s, where today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 5 anime where the MC is a summoner. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and click that bell icon for notifications on upcoming content. With that said, let's jump right into our top 5 picks, shall we? Number 5, The Last Summoner. What better way to kick off number 5 on our list than with the anime The Last Summoner? Now, he may not actually be the last summoner like the title suggests, but Aji is a pretty strong summoner, as he was able to unwillingly summon Dora, a powerful goddess, while he was cooking in the kitchen. This anime follows the unlikely pair as Dora tricks him into making a contract with her, and him dealing with all the issues that followed being a new summoner. Not only did he have to deal with Dora being a glutton, but he would also find himself up against crazy strong opponents throughout the anime to defend Dora. Although he may not be as strong as some of the other characters in the anime, we get to follow his adventures as a summoner who wants to get stronger by protecting those he cares about. Even though he tries to ditch Dora multiple times when they first met, you can't really argue after seeing them in action that the two make a pretty good pair. Not to mention, there is a secret past between the two that is slowly being brought to light throughout the first season. That is sure to turn your opinion of Dora's strength on their heads. Needless to say, if you're looking for a cute summoner anime, then check out The Last Summoner. Number 4, Strike the Blood. Now, we have discussed him being a vampire, but on top of being a super strong vampire, he is also a super strong summoner. This anime primarily takes place on the man-made Itogami Island, developed to be a sanctuary for monsters and demons. We are almost immediately introduced to our MC, Kojo Akatsuki, who is revealed to be the 4th progenitor vampire in a world of only 3 ruling vampire progenitors, making Kojo's existence as the 4th an upset to the balance of power. The best part about this vampire is that his memory is vague when it comes to how he came to have this power. After Yukina Himaragi is assigned to be his watcher, they begin to develop a bond, which leads Kojo to want to have better control over his summons, so that he can help her in the fights to come. It is revealed Kojo had 12 familiars that he can summon when he manifests his vampiric powers. Of course, this doesn't always go well, as in the anime his familiars refuse to acknowledge him as their new master unless he drank human blood. After drinking blood, Kojo begins to gain mastery over the 12 familiars, and as the series progresses, we also find out he can summon Shikigami as well. Due to his overwhelming power, his familiars are extremely strong, and when put to the test, will put up one hell of a fight. Number 3, she professed herself pupil of the wise man. Now, this anime is a funny one, as it's one of those anime where the male MC wakes up in the body of a female character. In this case, we get to follow Sakamori Kagami, who got stuck in the video game Arch-Earth Online, right after customizing his character with a new gender. It's funny because he went from being Dunbolf, one of the game's greatest sages, to Mira, Dunbolf's supposed pupil. Not only did he have to hide who he was from the world, but he also had to limit his ability usage as Mira, as to not give away his identity to enemies lurking within. So why does a sorcerer make our list for summoners? Well, I'm glad you asked. As Dunbolf, and now Mira, he has the ability to summon a wide variety of creatures including Dark Knights, Holy Knights, Valkyries, Elemental Spirits, and Fairies. The list goes on, as Mira is one of the most powerful summoners in the anime. She is able to summon as many spirits as she wants at any given time, and that makes her character extremely broken at times. Needless to say, if you are looking for a really good comedy with a bit of action and an MC that gets teased for being cute, then give She Professed Herself Pupil of the Wise Man a shot. Number 2, Vermel and Gold. Now, I won't lie, Vermel and Gold, although at times can be sweet as the two characters develop a relationship for one another, is definitely more geared toward all of you ecchi fans. This anime follows our MC, Alto Goldfield, who's having a hard time summoning any kind of familiar. If he cannot summon a familiar by the end of the day, he will have to repeat the year. Luckily for Alto, he finds a book in the library that gives him the chance to summon a familiar he hadn't tried before. Unfortunately, he didn't read the fine print, as it turns out he summoned Vermel, a succubus demon. She agrees to be his familiar on the condition he would supply her with a steady stream of his extremely potent mana, which he has to give through physical contact. Since demons are considered taboo in this day and age, she hides her appearance and becomes his human familiar, making every boy in his class, and even some girls, i.e. his childhood friend Lila, very jealous. This of course leads to a lot of confrontation, as people either try to fight the duo or take Vermel away from Alto. And let's just say, it doesn't go very well, as Vermel has the ability to enhance Alto's already powerful mana. So if you're looking for a good ecchi rom-com anime with an insanely powerful summoner, Vermilion Gold is a good pick. Now we can't have a top 5 list without some honorable mentions. Devil Survivor 2, the animation. So even though it did not make our top 5 list, it was worth a mention because it brings a different element and take on the whole summoner ability. The story follows Hibiki Kuze, who after downloading an app that shows him how he is going to die, goes through the exact scenario as predicted in the video. Only this time, he gets to choose whether he lives or dies, and upon choosing life, a demon summoning app is downloaded onto his phone, giving him the ability to summon Byaku, a super powerful demon. This doesn't go unnoticed as Hibiki and his friends are later picked up by the JPs and informed that the Earth is being attacked by beings known as Septentrians, who are testing humanity to see if they are worth preserving or destroying. The only way to fight back against these invaders is through the use of demon summoning. What makes this such a twist on the summoning capabilities of other summoners in anime is this MC doesn't actually use magic, but through the phone and some other worldly coding, they are capable of summoning demons to defend them. Not only that, but you can also combine summons to make a different summon, which is just crazy in itself. Don't skip out on it if you want a newer take on the summoning genre. Skeleton Knight in Another World. Now I'm sure some of you are confused as to why we have Ark on our honorable mentions list, considering he is a holy skeleton knight. Well, among the many titles that he does have, even if they are conflicting with one another, Ark is also a pretty powerful summoner. Now we don't get to see a lot of his summoning abilities in season 1, but when we do get to see his power as a summoner, you will know why he was worth a mention. This anime follows Ark, who wakes up in his avatar body, and his adventures alongside Ariane, an elf who helped him on many occasions free enslaved elves. When describing what Skeleton Knight in Another World is like, think of a more lighthearted and funnier Overlord. So if you're looking for a more lighthearted anime about a skeleton knight's adventures in a new world, why not give this anime a go? Number 1, Black Summoner. Now it should be no surprise that Kelvin Celsius from Black Summoner comes in at number 1 on our list, because let's be real, Kelvin is one insanely OP summoner for no other reason than just because. And that's okay, because this anime was enjoyable because of it. Not only is he an insanely powerful summoner, but right off the bat, he was able to get the goddess of reincarnation as one of his followers by charming her. I mean, who does that? To be fair, he did give up his past memories so that he could obtain more points to upgrade his starter abilities. So it really isn't much of a surprise. We get to follow Kelvin on his journey as he levels up as an adventurer and gains new friends and party members along the way. We also find out from multiple occasions that Kelvin is a straight up battle junkie who enjoys fighting against stronger opponents. You could say that is a weakness, but in Black Summoner, due to Kelvin being a summoner of some pretty powerful creatures, it only seems to make him stand out more as one of the strongest characters in the show, far exceeding that of even the heroes in this world. Even though Kelvin has many broken abilities and many insanely overpowered summons, he still has one weakness. But to figure that out, you'll just have to go and watch the anime yourself. Well, that's our picks for a top 5 anime where the MC is a summoner. What did you think of our top 5? What anime would you have added or changed? You can let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget, if you want to see more content like this, to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and click that bell icon for notifications on upcoming content. As always, thanks for tuning into Comet's Top 5s, and I'll see you on our next top 5 video.